everyone, today is Lakshmi Mantras day. So I began working on Lakshmi Mantras on the 1st May 2015. Yeah. And this time I chose to use this time of book to work on because for two reasons. I loved the cards, but I was beginning to have less and less of these plastic bags in which I put the images, and secondly because it's quite easy to store. I would say I have a box for my mantra cards, but it's quite full now, so yeah. I was on Amazon and suddenly this book appeared and I was in love with it, even if it's not my style. And like 1 week after, I had this message that I had to do the Lakshmi Mantras, and it's quite fitting with the style and colors of Lakshmi. As always, I didn't know quite anything about Lakshmi goddess. It's always like that. I have this intuition. I had already heard the names, saw a few images, but not so much. So my first reaction was to go on Google and Wikipedia and searching for information about Lakshmi. And so I was at that time in the recovery process for my surgery and all the traumas that goes around, and I was quite a lot into my bed with not so much energy, I would say. And we were in some financial distress because it had the transition, because me being the most at the shop and now Guillaume being the one that is at the shop all the time has been quite difficult. I did a lot of crafting things that I did sell, that people still wanted, and I have been able to continue some, but I had to stop some others, and people were used of me, and Guillaume had to create a really new customers, buyers population that is more fitting with him. So it has been like 1.5 years to 2 years to really change, and now he's doing very far better than I was doing myself, so it's all for good. But yeah, at that time we had these financial threats and problems. So Lakshmi, being a goddess of beauty, of grace, a beauty of prosperity, goddess of prosperity, goddess of bounties, goddess of money in general, really, she's like a radiant goddess of a full happy life, I would say. So it was really what I needed. She has really few, I would say, negative, dark image into herself. So I really needed this positive, light, pink, yellow energy, golden into me and into my life. I had not so much energy to do. So in last videos I made a mistake. Normally the process is of reciting 9 times 108 times the mantras per day for 12 days, because at the end it is 108 times the mala of 108 mantras, So I did not have the energy to do the whole process, because 108 times 9 by 8 9 times per day, sorry, numbers in English are always a problem for me. So the whole process is really long. It's between 1 to 2 hours per day if the mantra is long. So I had not the energy to give to that. So I really did it as I felt it, you know, reciting my mantra until I feel I am full of its energy enough, and for the number of days until I feel it was charging to me. I think the shortest I've been 2 days, the longest I've been for nearly 3 weeks, I think. I have chosen and recited mantras like in 2 years. I have made 28 mantras, and it has been between 1 and 2 per month. After some times, it has come that I have come to the rhythm of one mantra for each Sabbath and one mantra in between each Sabbath. At the beginning, I did not note the date, the day I was beginning the mantra, but after some time, at the 11th, no, 12th, 12th one, on the 29th of January of 2016, I decided to note. And yeah, for this one, I have taken into the names of the goddess Lakshmi that I have put in some, how can I say, themes, you know, like prosperity and auspicious like me, Lakshmi, like communication and truth Lakshmi. And so after that, once I had all these names together, I had taken them into the 108 names of Lakshmi that you can find on internet. I will link the webpage below. The thing is that the day I felt I needed to do a new mantra, I just came into this list watching what theme I needed to do, like, you know, prosperity, like when it was really shitty at the shop, you know, with no money, I ran into the prosperity and did find some mantra that really felt, you know, when I say the name of Lakshmi. Like the first one was about wealth, and it's the name Lakshmi. So the mantra is Om Lakshmiyai Namaha. Like I welcome, I salute, I honor the Lakshmi energy and Lakshmi inside myself, and so it's toward wealth. And so when I recited this mantra, I chose an image, and so it's like one of the traditional images of Lakshmi, and so I noted what happened. So for example, it said yellow and pink energy, vibrant and dynamic, the shop goes well, I have energy, inspiration, I dare to be myself, I have dyed my hair red, and I am discovering back my artistic talents. So the first was for wealth, and after some, for the next ones, I have decided to work with natural world. So yes, the next one was Prakruti, that is the natural world, and the Vikruti, many-sided nature, and Vasundhara, that is the daughter of the earth. For each time I found images that felt good with what I lived and noted what I have experienced. Except for this one, really, like, I did not have any words to say, but I had these images of the red goddess. And after that I searched for courage, I searched for stability, for strength to my body, for gaining strength day by day, coming back to earth and elements. And at some times I worked with Kali. I did do a video about Kali time, I would say. I did not have any relation with Kali before, but Kali is one aspect of the great goddess, great Hindu goddess, and so she was into my Lakshmi names list, and I have been really called to her, first for her protecting aspect, and next for really the Kalika, goddess of time aspect. And it has been quite a dark time, but I needed really this sense of protection and coming into my dark side for reaching back my confidence into myself. I don't know if it's clear. And then the one with the elder goddess, I really love this image. After that I came back for prosperity, and I did write in French that yes, prosperity is here at the moment. And next one, who causes profit. And I had this idea at the beginning about profit, wealth, money, and finally the most important aspect was that it was last year in spring that I was able to come back into places that were too difficult before for me to walk back there. And yeah, it was like a victorious moment for me. Next one was the one who makes wind move, because I wanted things to change. Who is the power, who sits on a big mountain for having stability. And it seems that yeah, it's the moment I began yoga, and it created a strong base into my life. Another try for fortune and prosperity, fulfilling desires. I had also a moment of working with Shiva for Samhain as the Lord of the Ghost, but because she is the consort of Lord Shiva. And the last ones have like hearts, because really it was the one that I felt the most in great way into my safe life. Like I found back myself finally, this energy that is me. And it was Satya with the truthful, and after that Saraswati, that is the knowledge, the beauty and arts. These two one has been really the greatest, fullest moment of energy that comes from the art and from the mind, and that is just myself. And it was into November 2016 and Yule 2016. After that I worked on the luminous Lakshmi and on the healthy Lakshmi, and I stopped at 1st February 2017 for the healthy Lakshmi. I love these images too. You have like the golden one there and another wandering natural goddess. So yeah, it has been really a great experience of being free to feel, being free to choose, being free to experience really this time of picking and choosing what I needed. In most of mantras process, you know, there is a really strict mantra. You have to follow the line of this mantra and this mantra and this mantra. And this time I really decided to follow the name of the goddess Yai Namaha, that is welcoming the goddess into myself, each aspect, and putting the name that I want and the aspect that I want to work on. So yeah, that's been really great, and I really feel that I will come back to Lakshmi one day. So I keep this book really close to my heart, and like after stopping it, at some point I said to myself, oh, I have to come back to Lakshmi, but it was not that, and I was thinking about it, and the name Durga came to me, and at the same day, or the day after, I don't remember, I received from Ruth, from Wildfire Dreaming channel, a new book that's in the same style, but really not the same images, you know, that fits really the energy of Durga that I have felt when I have received the name Durga. So I have begun at Beltane my Durga mantras experience. Next video will be about it, how I have organized. Durga is far more organized, strict,